Hello my friends, this is Gabriela Stardust here on my YouTube channel, and I welcome all my viewers, subscribers and friends to today's report. My first report actually was destroyed and censored by YouTube with all my evidence from 2016 to 2017 and the summertime. So therefore I tried one more time. I tried to put some images out here from 2017 December all the way up to now. I hope you enjoy my pictures. I hope you will enjoy my showings. And these images are from myself, and if I have any images I would like to share with you from some of my friends, I will let you know at the end of my clip. So you all sit back, enjoy the showing, and hopefully this one will be not destroyed. In this picture here, it is from the 5th of December 2012, where I actually captured two objects on the 11 o'clock position, like some twin objects, in an image from my records. To the lower part, to the left side, you will see the lens flares. There's also a lens flare. You see those images as ghostly images, very milky looking, and they're always traveling from one side to the other side when I take pictures. And some of my pictures you will see different sides and different areas where you can actually see, and I explain where the lens flares are. So these images here I will show you another color enhanced picture of it, so you can see those images much better, because every recording, and even if I put this on my YouTube channel, it will lose a lot of quality, but I hope you will see it all good. So I will tell you the datas and the months and the days on the next coming pictures, and I'm not talking that much. Bye bye for now. Same day, different color, heat enhanced picture. 4th of July. Here is the sun, 11:30, excuse me, at 11 o'clock position. You see an object here. You see another shadow object here. On the top, it's just one day later. Let me show it a little bit more enhanced with you guys, so that you can see the sharp, round object here, and the other object is going to behind chemtrails. This is also a little bit later that day, and picture taken after a lot of clouds actually came into the Panama City Beach area. You can see the sun here. She was going to come out here, and I was catching those greenish looking object behind the clouds. I believe it is a shadow looking object, and also there was another object in this area which would indicate next day that these two objects, they were still present. This is the inverted version of the same picture, just from a little angle. You can see here, maybe you can see it, I hope so, the shadow. Here is the sun behind and the chemtrails, and you also can see another object right here, right almost on top on the sun at this time. This picture was taken on the 7th of December, a couple of days later, where you can see these are the lens flares. They're all going in one line. The sky was chemtrailed crisscrossing. There you see one little funny longer object here, and there was this bluish looking round object to the 8 o'clock position of the sun, I would say. It's not a reflection, it is not like an lens flare looking milky object which is laying on top on the pictures here, the same like this one. This object was sturdy here in this area, the same as this little one. Maybe these are two objects close together, maybe a longer one, I did not know. This is a picture again from the 3rd of December 2017, where it was already later in the afternoon. You can see a glowing spot here between 11:30 above the sun, and you see also a dark bigger shadow in this area there. There are not lens flares because at this time it was already so dark that there was just a little bit lens flare in this area here, but not really sticking out that much. And there was another funny area here. An object was shining out of the chemtrails. Same day, the 3rd of December 2017, you can see here a rest of some chemtrails that took place, and I spotted behind the chemtrails there was the shadow here, which indicates there was another darkish brownish, maybe from the chemtrails, the color illuminating object. Same day, we are still on the same day in December 2017, where you can see here the sun, you can see an object above, you see the lens rays around here, you also see the lens flares in this area here all the way down. But then you see here on top some little light was showing out here. Another object was illuminating itself behind the chemtrails, and I captured another object, a bigger object whose dark color actually pushed against the chemtrails. And one more object you will see here to the left side, which would be the 10 or 11 o'clock area. Otherwise you cannot see really that much because it was full of chemtrails. Let me show you the 12 o'clock object a little bit more here, and you can see not only that you can see the lens flare from the sun here, and also the lens flare here, the ghostly lens flares, and here on top you see the object, and here is the sun and the chemtrails. One more shot of these objects. You can see the sun. You can see the sun here. You can see the object here. You see the lens rays and the lens flares. You can see this other object here, which almost looks like it had its own light source here, and you can see a slightly lens ray coming out. Here's the other dark spot which is pushing against the chemtrails, and here is this other round object to upper left part 10 o'clock position. Captured on the 12th of December 2017. Pay attention to the sun, how the sun looks. Here's a little spot, looks like a little shadow here. Then you see those shadows pushing here as round orbital looking objects against the chemtrails. December the 12th, still the same day. Look at those round objects, and on one side you can even, from both of those objects, you can see the sharp lines. Otherwise, look at the sun, the illumination upwards into the chemtrails. No lens rays, no sun rays, coming out of it. Looks like the sun is disappearing right in the middle of some chemtrails, but this is an optical illusion. Underneath you just see some of the lens flares here, nothing major. One more time, the same day. Look at the sun is almost gone. You just see the half of it. We still have a whole bunch of chemtrails in all kind of colors going, you know, right over it, and you still have these two objects here in different colors, here more illuminated, here a little bit darker above the sun, like some twin objects. And if you look at the upper part, you see a very straight line and dark chemtrail, and it also look as something is there, but I believe this is produced through the chemtrails, where they are, you know, modifying our weathers and our clouds. One more shot onto these objects for you guys to see how weird our clouds actually and our skies are looking. So it is very, very hard actually to make out what we are seeing here. This is an inverted version from the 14th of December, where you can see here our sun is coming down. Here in the chemtrails, or out of the chemtrails, you see another round shadow, and this is the area here above where we have seen those other objects, two objects, and it seems like they are still in the area, still above as a twin objects. 14th of December, this is still the sun here, which disappeared in the chemtrails. Here you see another object, another little shadow here, and here we have the two objects in this inverted version taken from the picture I showed you before. This is also another time from the 15th of December 2017, just one day later, where you can see here the sun went down, is almost gone behind the chemtrails, behind the tree lines, and then you see this big, huge shadow of the sun, which is a huge aurora. You can see some little shadows here, but very interesting is this area here, which also had a little aurora around here and looked a little bit like the object I have taken as a green object in one of the pictures before. 11th of December, a big red object is showing up while I was doing the news, and I took two pictures of this reddish big huge object. What was this huge big object while he was talking on the news? And this was actually captured right when he was talking, and behind him through the windows shown. This was also from NASA reported, I believe on the 14th or between the 14th and 15th, that they had found a new solar system with these 7 Earth-like planets. Another picture taken from the 11th December 2017, where you can see the sun. It's almost hitting, you know, the ocean. You see another huge reflection of an object above, and here you can see something also shining out and have its own light source. And not only that, I was wondering at this time about this huge aurora which appeared in the skies, but it doesn't look like as it was from the sun. This other area here are just lens flares to the left side. Very interesting, I believe. This picture was taken on the 18th of December 2017. You can see the reflection here from the sunset taking place. It reflects underneath into the ocean. You see the ghostly images here of the lens flare, and here above is the same object which we have seen just a couple of days before, and here is another object also peeking out on top on it. Still on the 18th, a little bit later, sun came lower. You can see this part goes smaller, lens flares all over the place. Sun is almost set. Here is the other object behind the chemtrails. Here you see some, chemtrails reflecting into the sky, And here it looks like we have two separated objects in this area here. It would match actually with the pictures before. Okay, one more picture for the 18s. I do have some more, but I don't want to bother you. I want to go on with some more showings. So the sun is almost set here. The sun is almost gone. Here you see the other round object, disappearing behind the chemtrails. And here you see the glowing object. One looks like, very greenish looking. You see a sharp line here of this one object. And here underneath looks like there is a second object, which indicates these are the two objects we have seen in other pictures to earlier days. Inverted picture from the 19th of December. Sun, other object above, another shadows of two other objects on the upper part. December the 19th. Our sun, another smaller object and another object. I would say this time in front of our sun or very close to our own atmosphere, but for sure it is not the sun. The sun is here, a bigger part behind the clouds, and this was something different. Thermal image from the 20th of December 2017, where it appears like we have, besides the sun, in the middle, above and a little bit higher, two more objects, maybe three more objects. There's a thermal image. Also from the 19th December 2017, it's still with the thermal image. A thermal image is actually relocating or locating some hotspots in the sky. So if you see the sun, 1, 2, 3 objects, and here you see something above the sun, which also looks like a glowing object. And this is just a closer image to other chemtrails skies, how the chemtrails are looking, like you can see in 2, 3 different colors, also taken on the 20th of December 2017. 20th of December 2017. You see, the skies are very darkish looking, very dark, red, blackish. Looks like here's an object here, and we have another one there, and the sun is already below this part, behind the chemtrails. Another thermal image also from the 20th December 2017. The thermal lens actually can censor any heat spots and heat objects in our area, in our skies, which is for me as a photographer very important. And you can see sun, the aurora, I would say something in the aurora and something above our sun, not as bright as it looks like as our sun, but bright enough to appear in this image. Another image from the 21st actually, where you can see where my cursor is. You can see an object here. You can see the sun, the aurora, and a sun corona is splitted because it goes into the chemtrails, and you can see another object shining all the way up to the 1 or 2 o'clock position. This underneath where the cursor is appears to me like one of the objects I have captured recently. Another thermal image from the 21st. You can see the sun comes down. You can see an object here, not illuminating too much sun. You see another round object like there, some little spots over here. But it can be also some cloud formations. 21st of December 2017. This was a very reddish area here. Watch the sun is here. Here we have all the chemtrails, and here above is a white zone which is very much reflecting from the sun, or there are these two objects behind. To the right side above here, 2 o'clock position, looks like we have a little something there. Otherwise there was not that much to see. Same day, a little bit later, watch all these shadow areas in this picture. Sun behind dust clouds on the 24th of December 2017. The sun, watch these other areas here, they're illuminating here, have a sharp line and showing themselves in this picture. Same day, the sun and what? Twenty-first of December 2017, sun, one other object, another one, and another one here on top. 22nd of December 2017, midday hours. 23rd of December 2017. December the 29th, 2017, unidentified objects here to see with a thermal image shown. January the 15th, 2018, it's already an inverted image here, and you can see one object here during the daytime hours and one object here on the other side, which I have captured and have seen it later on doing this recording. Two glowing objects are spotted here in my pictures on January the 15th, 2018, where the sunset took place here, and here you see the lens flares, but not that much of them. But these are two stationary objects. Want to see some more objects? Then you look at the aurora of the sun, where the sunset took place. My lens flares are just here at this moment and not that much present no more because it started getting dark. So you see one glowing object here, and the sun's corona, or in the outer layers of the sun's aurora, you see one object here, one object here. And if you look to the other part where it starts getting dark, we see some other dark area here and some spots, but like I said, it could be also a flare or in the sky's reflection, whatever. But these objects you see here is one bigger one, another one, and here very close to the sun. There was shown in January 2018 this year. Some more nice images from January after the sunset took already place. These glowing objects here are not the sun. You see something glowing, in the middle of my screen, 3 different ones in this area here. And these spots are here, not the sun. The sun was already much lower at this point. Surprising images, my friend, in January 2018. One more peek of these objects, end of January 2018. More surprising capturing at beginning of February 2018. March 2018, a shadow behind the sun. That's an independent object here behind the sun, and also very small one here, I believe in the sun corona. 19th of March 2018, you see the sun here, a lot of chemtrails, dark chemtrails. You see an object here, you see something here, and you see another one up here, maybe a little one to the right side of the sun. 10th of March 2018, where you can see, my friend, something is pushing in here. A round object pushing in here, another shadow and another shadow in the upper area, and one shadow on the right side. Another picture here for March the 18th. One here, one here, one here in the skies, another one behind here, and one here to the right side. it's a different picture, like you can see, because you see the people on the bottom walking. Some more thermal images which are indicating heat sources. You can see here in this image also from end of March 2018. Some more images from same day. April shown object to 11 o'clock position. Object seen here in the 11:10 o'clock position in April 2018. You see the sun here, you see the corona, you see the aurora, and here is one spot, and actually on the other side was another spot, but it was way too dark for me here right now, to show it to you guys. Interesting shot taken here in beginning of June 2018. Watch the rays and watch this area here, this part. While the sun is here somewhere in this area, you see an aurora here, and you see close another aurora and round object here. Very interesting. Another shot from this day where you see where the sun is reflecting into this chemtrail here. The sun is somewhere here. We see a very round, huge round object behind. Then you see something glowing underneath. We have some more little round objects, and this area is also very interesting here. And you see the different rays from black to yellowish and beige, very white actually, going out from the sun like she is been blocked from some other objects. And there was another interesting area here. It was here in this area. Here you can see it pretty good. I had to darken it up a little bit so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This is where the sun goes down. We have something shining out here, and we have this huge area here, which looks like a round object. But if this is an object, my friends, this thing is huge, very huge. And look at the rays, how they're coming out and spreading out, through the whole area here. Let me see if I can catch another one. Some more June pictures with a lot of chemtrails, which we had from end of April to all the way to now. It is very hard to spot something. You see the sun here, the sun's corona, you see the outer aurora, you see those dense chemtrails all over the place and clouds. You see some shadows, some round little orbs in the shadows. But I cannot say at this time what that actually was. But I'm coming to the end and I'll show you some more. So this is also an image from mid-June 2018, where you can see, you see the lens flares here. The lens flares going in a straight line up here, but this is all on lens flares. Here you see some double round objects, which we have seen before in an upper part. The sun started going very strange, where you can see an outlier here. Something was going above and something was going on here, actually to the right side. But doing the chemtrails, it's very hard to say what is there an object, why we see those orbs, and I'll show you some more. So here in this image, like before, you can see the weird looking sun. Here you see the lens flares coming out, into the camera. And here on this side, you still can see two objects, and they have nothing to do with being lens flares. These objects are in the sky. They're in our sky, and, showing the color. It looks like bluish here, like we can see. Maybe the color is different. Maybe one is more blue and the other is a little bit lighter.